Welcome to the MOTO Freak Channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point, the GM 1.7 Cdti engine, a staple in many Opel and Vauxhall models, has a rich history rooted in a collaboration between Opel and Isuzu. It's based on the Isuzu 4EE1 engine and has been manufactured in Poland since the late 1990s. This inline four-cylinder diesel engine features a cast-iron block and an aluminum cylinder head, with a double overhead cam, DOHC, and 4 valves per cylinder. History and versions. The 1.7 Cdti evolved from earlier direct injection versions to later common rail systems, becoming a significant part of Opel and Vauxhall's best-selling models. It was even integrated into the Ecotec and later the EcoFlex engine families, due to its good fuel economy and reduced emissions. Common engine codes for the 1.7 Cdti include Y17DT, Y17DTL, earlier direct injection versions, Z17DT, Z17DTL, Z17DTH, Z17DTR, Z17DJ, common rail versions with various power outputs, a 17DJ, a 17DTR, a 17DDC, a 17DTE, a 17DTS. Later common rail versions, often meeting Euro 5 standards, with improved friction reduction for better thermal efficiency. Power outputs varied significantly across these versions, ranging from around 75 PS, Y17DTL, to 130 PS, a 17DTS. The more powerful versions often featured variable geometry turbochargers. Vehicles commonly fitted with the 1.7 Cdti engine include Opel and Vauxhall, Corsa, C, D, Astra, G, HJ, Meriva, AB, Combo, C, Zafira, B, Maka, Chevrolet, Cruze, Trax in some markets. Review and opinions. The 1.7 Cdti engine is generally considered a workhorse, known for its decent performance for its size and relatively good fuel economy. Advantages: good fuel economy. Many owners report satisfying fuel consumption figures, often reaching into the high 40s or low 50s mpg, Imperial, in mixed driving. EcoFlex versions aimed for even higher figures. Reliable for high mileage. With proper maintenance, these engines are capable of achieving high mileages. Decent torque, especially in higher power output versions with common rail and variable geometry turbos. The engine provides adequate torque for everyday driving and motorway cruising. Widely available parts. Being a common engine, parts are generally easy to source. Disadvantages: noise and refinement. While improved in later iterations, some users find the engine to be noisy and less refined than competitors, especially under acceleration. Turbo lag. Like many diesels of its era, there could be a noticeable turbo lag at lower RPM. EGR valve issues. Clogging of the EGR valve is a common complaint, leading to potential performance issues. DPF issues. Vehicles equipped with diesel particulate filters, DPF, can suffer from clogging if primarily used for short city trips, requiring forced regenerations or costly replacements. Faults and breakdowns. While robust, the 1.7 Cdti has several known vulnerabilities. ECU failure. The Delco GMPDH D1C 87 engine ECU is a common failure point, leading to intermittent cutting out, non-start conditions, and loss of communication. Fault codes like P0689, P1682, P0641 are often associated with this. Timing belt tensioner issues. Incorrect tensioning during timing belt replacement can lead to premature failure of the spring-loaded tensioner, causing excessive load on the timing system and potential belt wear. Turbocharger failures. As with many turbocharged engines, turbo failure can occur, often linked to insufficient lubrication or aggressive driving. Coolant leaks and overheating. Issues with coolant leaks, often from the radiator or water pump, can lead to overheating and potentially more severe engine damage like head gasket failure or even a cracked block. Some models lacked a temperature gauge, making it harder for drivers to detect overheating early. EGR valve problems. Carbon buildup can lead to a stuck or malfunctioning EGR valve, resulting in rough idling, reduced power, and increased fuel consumption. Alternator problems, particularly in Astra models, alternator failures leading to battery charging issues and electrical malfunctions are reported. Dual mass flywheel, DMF, and clutch issues. Premature wear or failure of the DMF and clutch in manual transmissions is a known concern, especially in higher mileage vehicles. Fuel consumption. Fuel consumption is one of the 1.7 Cdti's strong suits. Real-world figures for a Vauxhall Astra 1.7 Cdt Street EcoFlex, for example, were reported to average around 48.7 miles per gallon Imperial, with some drivers achieving over 50 miles per gallon. Vauxhall's claimed combined figure for similar models could be as high as 62.8 miles per gallon Imperial, or 3.1 liters per 100 kilometers km for EcoFlex versions, though real-world driving typically yields slightly lower results. Timing. The GM 1.7 Cdti engine uses a timing belt, also known as a cam belt. This is a critical component that requires periodic replacement to prevent catastrophic engine damage. Replacement interval. The timing belt, along with its tensioners and idlers, should typically be replaced every 100,000 kilometers or every 10 years, whichever comes first. It's often recommended to replace the water pump at the same time, as it's driven by the timing belt and its failure can necessitate another costly belt job. Oil type and change interval. Oil type. For the 1.7 Cdti, recommended oil viscosities generally include SAE 5W 30 and SAE 5W 40 synthetic oils. Some later variants or specific conditions might also allow for 0W 30 or 0W40. Crucially, the oil must meet specific GM or Opel and Vauxhall specifications, such as Dexos 2 for newer engines, particularly those with DPFs or GM LL A025 and GM LL B025. For engines with DPF, a low SAPS, sulfate ash, phosphorus, sulfur, oil is required to prevent DPF clogging. Oil capacity. The oil capacity is typically around 4.5 liters for an oil change with filter. Change interval. While manufacturer recommendations might suggest extended intervals, e.g., 30,000 kilometers or yearly, it is widely advised by experienced mechanics and owners to shorten this. A more conservative and beneficial interval for the longevity of the engine, especially considering potential turbo and DPF issues, is every 15,000 kilometers or 9,000 miles, or annually, whichever comes first. For vehicles used primarily in city driving or under harsh conditions, even more frequent changes might be beneficial. In conclusion, the GM 1.7 Cdti engine is a durable and economical choice, particularly suitable for those seeking good fuel efficiency. However, potential owners should be aware of its specific maintenance requirements, especially concerning the timing belt replacement and the use of the correct oil, as well as its common failure points, to ensure long-term reliability. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.